you there? Are you still in the garden? Are you there? Are you playing in the darkness now? Mr. Rebel, are you there? Are you running to me? Are you coming to me? Fall in my arms, Mr. Rebel. Come in my heart, Mr. Rebel. Yeah. Mr. Rebel, are you there? Are you on me? Are you scared? Are you in? Are you out? Who do you love? Who do you call when you're down? Falling, you're falling behind. Finally gone, I'm the one with the winning prize. I'm really gone, I'm the one, I'll be shooting time. I'm the sound on the ground, I'm the winning sound. I'm the crown, I'm the vibe, I'm the leading vibe. You move me to my mind. I've been down, I've been at the other side. You take me out, I know you to be my friend. I've been down, I've been out now.
WEFM, the clean fresh sound of the nation.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And we are back here with you guys for our activated mornings. By now, you should be a little bit more alert. For those of you who don't have work to go to, you should be a little bit more alert, up and ready to just tackle the day. Or at least...
why? If you don't have work to go to, why?
Well, I was going to say tackle the day until 10 o'clock and then they could go back to bed.
All right, let me see if this is a little better. I don't even know. Okay.
Talk again. Let me see.
I'm speaking. Good morning. This is Activated Mornings.
I think I'm still hearing a little bit of the same problem. Yeah.
All right.
So unfortunately, we haven't been able to sort out Roleza's microphone just yet, but we will get there. Okay, we will get there.
Our Superman will be in very shortly to come to the rescue. All right, our Superman. Morning to our Superman. He knows exactly who he is. What would we do without him?
Boy, I
absolutely
am telling
nothing.
You. Clearly,
right? Because we tried. Right? So, all right. So, just forgive us. We are. Let me see.
Not the Superman.
we no, so the thing of it is that we are super women in our own way.
Right, of
but
course,
not
of course.
so much in these things fully. All
right.
We get in there. All right.
And Activated Mornings, remember that, we're talking to you. You can talk back to us. You are allowed to talk to us. Yes, you are welcome to talk to us on WhatsApp or direct call or via direct call. And how do you do that? Using this number, 457-9997. 457-9997. Call that number. Talk to us. Be a part of the discussion. The discussion is for you and, well, for us and for you as well, not just for us. So you can join in and speak to us here on WEFM. All right, so we are gonna go into our topic. We got some.
Okay.
Right. So school is reopening soon. Some.
I mean, soon as next week.
Some schools opening the following week.
Oh.
Yeah.
The list of who opening the following week. Well, then again, I mean, I'm not in these schools.
No, nothing. No, I know nothing either. But my sister told me her school is opening on the 9th. And I mean, I trust her information to be accurate because she had to know when she going back to school, right? But she said that her teacher told her school is opening for her on the 9th. We're not sure. The official information is not out as yet, but
that school was a shelter or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
All right.
So school is opening soon. Next week, the week after, it don't matter, but it's gonna open, right? And we know we have the ongoing dengue outbreak. Recent information stated 520 something, I believe, but 500 and something. Okay, so we have a call. Go right ahead. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
We're good, and you?
I am okay. Survived honest too.
Wonderful news.
it wasn't a pleasant thing being without power for 7 days. No
Oh, we
internet.
know a little something about that, Joshua.
I'm telling you. And you know what was, fortunately, there's been no loss of life or any injury as far as the hurricane is concerned. I personally had a very bad case of food poisoning, and I would not want to wish that. I would not want to wish that on anybody. It wasn't nice at all. And I really, to be honest, I miss you guys. I really, really, really miss you guys. Really miss listening to you. But it's all good now. We suffered like a few $1,000s worth of damage to our house, but unlike for my stomach problem, but outside of that, we are great. We're great. We're great. You know, to sit the thing about this, the scary thing about this is that the ice sat over us for hours, and it was like the dead of night, so you couldn't see what was happening, but you heard the wind howling. And in our front yard, we had people's lawn chairs ended up in our yard. We don't know who they belong to. There was in a rocking chair, a really nice rocking chair in my yard.
Man, keep it. Whatever the Lord provides, to keep.
No, it's not my color. It's pink.
Oh, okay. Spray it.
But I'm telling you, and if you were to see things in Bermuda right now, the water is like glass. We live right on the ocean. You can't even see the horizon. It's like infinity.
Okay.
But we're glad that it's over. And unfortunately, there's still some folks without power. Sorry, and we only 21 square miles, 65,000 persons. But I am so excited to be able to listen to you guys again. I even miss Dave. Believe it or not, I miss Dave.
Oh, he would be happy to hear that. He was trying to call a while ago, so yeah.
Yeah. Love you guys, man. And I'm still hoping sometime you guys could visit Bermuda. It's the one place you have to come before you go to heaven or hell, whichever way you're going. Bermuda is the stopover.
I am staying right here on earth, heaven on earth, all right?
Hey, look, love you guys, man.
All right,
Anne.
Go ahead.
Special greetings to Anne. And please enjoy St. Vincent. Love you guys.
All right, and I'm happy to hear from you. You really did cross my mind. Bye, Joshua. Yeah, but Joshua really did cross my mind this morning because he had messaged last week to state that he was without electricity, and then he told me about the food poisoning as well. So he crossed my mind. I was like, there are some listeners that even the person from Union Island,
the Backstreet
Gang leader, right? Even he crossed my mind this morning because we haven't heard from him in a while, So I'm just hoping that everything is okay. Backstreet Gang, y'all have lights. Right, notice that Union Island has some lights now, so I'm happy to hear that. So I'm hoping that for those listeners who we don't hear from very often, you're still in our thoughts. Hi, caller. Good morning. Caller, good morning. Already must not hear me. Let me use.
Hola. Good morning.
All right, so caller. All right, so we're not making connection with that caller. All right, you can try back. All right.
Wait, before you move on though, as you mentioned, things that run across your mind. Something that ran across my mind the other day was the missing ferry vessel. I haven't heard anything, and I'm boy, it's been.
All right, let's get back.
We have okay.
All right, let's see. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
We can, yes.
Tell the guy from Bermuda to send some airline tickets for you. Some free tickets. If you want to come, send some free tickets for you.
Thank you, Queen, for that for that recommendation on our behalf. All right. Thank you, Queen.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Right. So I was just saying I that came across my mind. I mean, it's always coming up on my mind, but the other day I thought about it. I think I was looking to see if I'd seen any articles or anything. I didn't find anything. I am genuinely worried about that vessel because we're not hearing anything. Clearly it wasn't found because we would have heard.
You know what it is that I think disappointed me a bit with that was So the articles that came out, you saw in the articles saying for persons to be on the lookout for it, right? You asking, I guess it was for civilians or persons on the seas to be on the lookout for it. I have not heard anything stating, let's say, the RSS planes went up looking for it. I haven't heard of any regional efforts that were done. Maybe it was done, but it wasn't brought to the attention of the media so that it filtered down, let's say, to persons like me, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was what concerned me a bit in terms of, yes, it's okay to say, be on the lookout for, for the information to spread, because we know how social media is. The persons are going to share the articles. But in terms from an official standpoint, I didn't see anything in the media regarding that. And I think that for me was what was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Because like you, I was wondering, did our Coast Guard go and conduct a search? Anything like that. Anything like that. So I am here genuinely concerned about what became of that vessel. If it had...
Okay, so Superman is telling me to talk.
Okay.
So I'm talking. Good morning, Karen.
Roleza.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Oh, see, we're happy. He's here. Well, Dianna. He just needed for me to test this.
Okay. All right. Right. So I lost my train of thought there. We'll get back on track. But I was expressing my disappointment as well. If they had gone to or been rescued in any of our regional territories, we most likely would have heard something, but absolutely nothing for weeks. I don't know if anybody has any information that they could share with us, but of course, the information is welcome because we would really like to know and to make it public as well to let people know, because I know that other persons would be concerned about this vessel. I cannot imagine what their family members have been dealing with for the past weeks. I cannot at all.
Interestingly, so I was with some randomness, right? So yesterday I was actually looking at a video of shipwrecks of ships that have been found after the fact and so forth. And there was one of them where it said that the ship was actually floating for several years. Right? Now, of course, we're not stating that. All right, so let's take this call and then I'll finish that thought. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you? How are you lovely ladies doing this morning? I wish I could see you guys.
We live on Facebook and on YouTube. I mean, if you wish you could see us.
Well, believe you me, when I pick up the phone to call, I don't know, I just speak, right? So I am missing all the beauty, I like to see the facial expression and all of that and all the nice dandan you all wear. For me, I can't see that. I can't see how you all dressed down and so on, which is another topic I would like, Why do women dress down like that? Why do some women dress more than some?
What I mean, Dave? Hold on. Let me take you up one time with this. What I mean? You think we're dressing for men or we dressing for ourselves? Which one?
I'm glad you bring that up. Of course, some women dress for man or men, so to speak, in the plural sense.
Well,
some women, and you hit the. I would like to know who you dress for.
I dress for myself.
Okay. Well, all right. So be it. In my lifetime, I have had problems with one or two girlfriends who would dress for me,
How were they dressed and what was the problem, Dave?
Well, if I didn't approve of it, I remember one night we were going to a potty, me and this one boy. Whoever I'm talking about, I hope you're alive.
Call him. Call him. We're in your business. Call him.
And you go answer, yes or no. I could have called him and say, Roleza.
No, it's too young for you, Dave.
Anyhow, I am stimulated by you guys in the morning, and I've said that repeatedly. And as young people, or relatively young people, well, should I just tell the future? Because some of you done, past that now. But at the same time, speaking currently, I love to hear when you speak about the current matters, issues, topics that really could be affecting our country. Some people don't like to deal with that, Like I was thinking, for instance, when Dave Roberts speak, and he say, now, I've been doing this a long time, and I've had my attraction and my distraction and so on. But I often say to myself, how could somebody pick up their phone whenever they hear me say something and call to get at me, to make negative comments and all of that? Have you ever thought about that? All some people can do, they hear you say something or they hear you make some kind of contribution on the radio and they're just waiting there to cut your throat. You ever study that? Why? Why are we like that? And that's how we destroy one another. Let me just tell them that. I've heard them, I've listened to them, but I am bigger than that. Let me tell you guys out there who just waiting to cut my throat.
So you using our airwaves and our airtime to throw words at people, right? That's what you're doing right now. Because we were on a topic,
Well, tell me the topic. Yeah, I cannot involve them. Remind me. That's what you're there for,
It's okay. You have this. Do you have this? You have 1 more minute to get that point out. That's it.
We got a point to get, but there are a lot of things. There are other things to be talked about in this country. I have seen it. I have seen the deterioration. You're too young. As a question I wanted to ask you guys, because you all would not have been around for certain. A lot of things we talk about is just repeated, We have gone through those challenges. Remember, there were young people younger than you before you all came on the scene. So I'm just trying to bring you up to date on what has gone on in this country. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. But my wish and my hope is always for the better, not for the worse. All right, take care.
All right, Dave, thanks. All right. Now that Dave has said that part. All right, let's continue. All right. So yeah, we were talking about the shipwreck, right? And we're going to get back into the actual scheduled topic, right? So there was a ship that was seen floating for years after. Now, of course, it is possible that the ship could still be out there in terms of if these guys are still alive, we don't know. They would be to the elements of the sea. They would have to be trying to find ways to catch water, to get fresh water, somehow find a way to desalinate water. Fish would be there in the sea, but it's
that's best case scenario.
That is best case scenario, right? But we don't know, and we have heard of persons surviving at sea for years. Well, not years, for months, weeks / months, But it really would have just been good to hear a little bit more in terms of what was happening in terms of efforts to find them. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, Roleza, you sound better than now.
Yay! Thank you.
Yes, I don't know where to fix, but you come out more clear now, much clear.
I tell you, Karen is the superhero. He's the Superman, right?
Yes, but the only thing is sound like you have a cold.
Yeah, well, yes, I still have a little bit of remnants of that.
I could hear it in your voice. It sounds like you're talking in your head. I could hear it in your voice.
Yeah, still have a little bit.
You're coming too clean. You're clean. You're good now.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, have a great day.
You as well, thanks. All right, so keeping faith alive until.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. I noticed somebody commented here if there's any detail on CXC, which school is the top school. We do not know. I have not seen any statistics on CXC in St. Vincent. So we have no clue as to what that is just yet. But of course, when it comes to light, we will share it with you.
Right. So generally the thing of it is that whenever you don't hear of the results in terms of stats, something is being queried. All right. I don't know which school. Sometimes we try to guess which schools in particular, but something is being queried. All right. So that is the reason why we haven't heard any stats as yet. Just letting you know.
We shall wait. The stats probably as late as the results. So We wait, okay? Now for a scheduled topic. Now back to regular programming. So, amidst the dengue outbreak here in SVG, the Ministry of Education has advised students to wear light colored clothing. I am going to read from an article on Eyewitness News. The Ministry of Education on Monday said school leaders should allow students to wear light colored long pants or tights and long sleeved tops when classes resume amidst the dengue outbreak in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. School leaders were further advised to facilitate the reduction of the breeding of mosquitoes at school by discarding stagnant water collected in containers around the school compound and covering stored water properly. In a statement on Monday, the Ministry of Education said it is working closely with the Ministry of Health to address the ongoing dengue fever outbreak in the country. I notice we have a caller. I'm going to pause and take the call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I was just about to call you and tell you that the Minister of Education said that they're disputing the results, so they can't tell you anything right now.
Okay.
Figured,
And
yeah.
that's not for just a school. That's for the whole entire Caribbean. Something went wrong, so they're having problems with the results. So they can't give out any information quite yet.
So
for those people who no, it's not just in the alone. The other countries having problems too with the results. For some reason, I don't know why. Because he didn't go into too much details. He just said that he couldn't give the results as to who win what, who got what. Because
okay.
Until they get that thing settled, they will get no proper results. You don't want to give out anything that might change later, you know?
Okay. Which is interesting. All right. Thanks, Kojo, for that. All right. Which is
really sure. I have to tell you that without debt, there's no progress.
Kojo, we start again with this.
I'm just putting it into you, right?
Kojo, I am fully aware of that. As I said yesterday, right? Is if we are taking on too much at the same time.
There's sometimes you have to over budget and sometimes you cannot. So it all depends on how you work it out. Because sometimes disaster hit you and you have to go and get the money somehow by any means necessary.
Correct.
You know?
Correct. But we leave enough room for when there are those unforeseen circumstances when we're taking on so much else at the same time as well?
And let me tell you something. A lot of people look at government as household system. Government is not a household system. Government has to supply regardless of what. You could in your house you could say, oh, I'm not going to buy this thing and thing. But if there's medication to be buying, you have to buy it. You have to get it.
Which is the same with a household. When it comes to emergency, somehow we find the money. So I understand that.
What I'm saying, but there's certain things you could foresee, like let's say, well, I could put that back to next year. I could put that back. All right, some things we can't. Like take for instance, let me look at it now. The pier there and wharf that they're building.
Report.
That other wharf, that other wharf that was built before I even was born. Nothing in this world survive without deterioration. Probably the next 5 years that wharf might not be able to hold up anymore. Plus the ships that they're building is bigger. You have to go into the future when you're doing things, you know what I mean? So, I mean, sometimes when people, like take for instance, Big America here right now, you know what their debt? You know what their debt is? Something like $17 trillion in debt. A Big America. So China's in debt. Every country in this world has debt. It's how you service debt. That's the problem.
And that is what I'm curious about. Are we servicing it properly? Well, and what does it mean for regular individuals?
I can tell you the reason why I think it's been serviced properly. Because if it was not being serviced properly, they would not be able to get any more loans. Yeah. Trust me, if you go to the bank and you say you want to borrow $10,000, they're going to ask you how much you make in a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to ask what's your expenses, how much money you're spending. And they want to know if you could afford this loan. And if you can't afford it, they will tell you they can't give it to you.
Correct.
So the mere fact that
but does the same thing work for governments? Do we present all of our expenses? Do we present all of our income, and then do they determine whether or not we should get a loan? I don't think it works the same.
No, trust me, this thing is government can't hide no money, It's in the World Bank situation. Does you see the World Bank coming and evaluate you almost every year, You know that? And they don't just talk to the government, They talk to the opposition, they talk to business places, they go through the whole entire country. So when they give you a report, sometimes it's favorable for the country, sometimes it's not. So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes people will say, oh, too much debt and too much debt and too much debt. But everybody cry. When they go into parliament, everybody want road fix, they want this fix, they want that fix. And what St. Vincent have, with the money St. Vincent have in terms of natural material. They are nothing, they are not going to diamond, nothing in St. Vincent.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. What are we doing by way of bringing in income to our country? Yes, we have tourism. Yes, we have agriculture. I think the manufacturing industry needs to be stepped up here, because what is it that we're able to export? What are we bringing in by way of foreign investment, by foreign, what's the thing? It's not, well, let me use foreign investment, yes.
Foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange, correct. Thank you.
A lot of people in St. Vincent is waiting for. That's why I tell you, people like wait and see in St. Vincent too much.
All right, so let me tell you. So much, yeah. Okay, so let me tell you something interesting, right, Kojo? Go ahead.
I said they got so much fruits and all kind of things. I remember when I was in the St. Vincent Craftsman Center, Erica McIntosh used to run the agro department, and there was so much things used to come out of that thing. That thing was supposed to be the springboard. Then some brilliant politician decided that, oh, we don't really care for the craft center as before. I used to make silver and gold jewelry in St. Vincent. We used to produce that in St. Vincent.
Yeah, there's some work to be done, and again, I am not saying we need to have excess money first in order for us to be able to do things. It's just that my concern, it has always been my concern, are we taking on too much at one time? That's it.
And let me tell you something, there's no unless the government is not spending the money, there's no government is going to have excess money. It's like that. Trust me.
All right, good.
None. Okay.
All right, later.
All right.
All right. Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah.
I think we probably have to take a break here.
All right. No. So let's finish this.
Let's finish up,
and then we do the other segments, right?
All right. So I was reading, school leaders were further advised to facilitate the reduction of the breeding of mosquitoes at school by discarding stagnant water collected in containers around the school compound and covering stored water properly. In a statement on Monday, the Ministry of Education said it is working closely with the Ministry of Health to assess the ongoing dengue fever outbreak in the country. It said that the Surveillance Committee of the Ministry of Health had reported that current increase in dengue cases was noted in May and was declared an epidemic in July 2024. All right, so that's just you can go on Eyewitness News and read the article further if you wish to do that. But the key points that we're taking from it is that the ministry has said the students going back to school, they are allowed to wear light colored, because dark colors attract mosquito. They're allowed to wear light colored long pants or tights, as well as long-sleeved tops. Of course, in doing this, you must make sure that their outfit is modest, is appropriate for children and appropriate for school as well, in dressing them in this makeshift uniform, if you could call it that.
You didn't have for school children, didn't call it a particular attire. Is dengue clothes?
It's probably that they didn't call it the first time when I had it. I think that's exactly what they call it.
They come to school in the dengue clothes.
Yeah.
All right.
So just be mindful of that as well. All right. And just to finish up as well, our country has received some medical supplies from Japan. I am going to see if I can read as quickly as possible. So, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment on Friday, August 23rd, received a significant donation of medical equipment from the government of Japan. These gifts, valued at EC $3.2 million, is expected to significantly enhance healthcare services across the country, including the main hospital, polyclinics, and smart hospitals on both the Grenadine Islands and St. Vincent. The donated equipment includes 2 mobile X-ray units supporting computers and software, 18 bedside monitoring units, 10 defibrillator units, 5 electrocardiogram machines, 25 automated external defibrillators, 2 blood gas analyzers, 2 suction units, and 4 autoclave units. Minister of Health Honorable Sinclair Jimmy Prince said these essential medical tools will be instrumental in providing timely and effective healthcare to the population, particularly in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. He emphasized the timely nature of the donation, as many healthcare facilities, including those on Mairo, Canoan, and Union Island, were severely damaged by the hurricane. The equipment will play a crucial role in the rehabilitation and strengthening of these vital services. The donation ceremony took place at the Milton Keto Memorial Hospital. So we have got some new medical supplies, medical equipment. We are truly grateful for that, and indeed timely. I believe the time that these have been donated is a time that persons will remember in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, mainly because 2 significant events occurred around the time of this donation. 1, the Hurricane Beryl, and 2, the link between, Jamaica St. Vincent, the Jamaica St. Vincent link, Vibes Cartel coming here for medical treatment. So I think, yes, Roleza. So, sometimes you need something to help you to remember, and you would associate it with something that would make it easier to remember.
I wouldn't know we associate this with Vibes Castle visits.
No, the medical, all of it being medical stuff, So we received medical equipment in a time when an outsider, a foreigner came into the country to receive medical treatment, as well as medical facilities were damaged by Hurricane Beryl. So we could have that.
All right, Dianna. However you want to link it to remember, very good. Very good. And I am leaving it there.
But indeed, grateful to Japan for their contributions. And I think that we are going to
Let's
have jump out
right now. Take a break. All right, so we'll be back with more activated mornings and more commentary right after our break. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.